Thinking about retiring abroad? Join George as he walks us through Yanaguara Plaza, where he found history, flavor, and peace in Peru's highland desert.
Welcome back to the channel. We have a new guest. Let's get to meet him. What's your name?
George. Well, actually right now I live with my wife in Arequipa.
Where are you from?
Originally from Chicago and earlier before that from Poland.
Right, so we have a Polish American here that's living here now in Peru, in Arequipa. And we're going to show you a bit of one of my favorite plazas in Arequipa. I'm currently staying in Arequipa now. And what plaza are we in now?
We are in what's called Plaza de Yanaguara.
Yanaguara Plaza. So can you bring us around this plaza? And since you've been living here for how long?
6 months.
You've been in Arequipa for 6 months, so I'm sure you've been to this plaza a couple times. Can you show us some of the places you've been to and maybe mention what places you like and what you've eaten there?
Sure.
Let's walk around.
It's one of our most favorite places here, actually.
This is my favorite plaza next to the Plaza de Armas, which I'm going to show in a different video. But yeah, so we are currently in Plaza de Yanaguara. Are there any restaurants over here that you've been eating at with?
Yes, this is actually a pretty good one. We never ate inside because the chairs are not very comfortable, but we bought quite a few times. We just do carry out from here, and they have very good food, and those buñuelos as well, if someone likes.
What does a typical meal at some of these restaurants here cost when you do get carry out?
Usually something with meat, like anticuchos, you know, that's hearts. Spicy parts of heart that are well marinated and quite tasty actually. So then typical Peruvian food.
What would that cost to go to a restaurant over there?
In dollars, especially if someone counts like that, it's very affordable.
Would be $5 or $10 per person?
Yeah, $10, $15 per person at the most.
Okay. Because this is one of the kind of higher cost areas of Arequipa.
Yes, although this is not a fancy restaurant, it's a regular
Not fancy,
restaurant.
yeah. But in general, this plaza, being that it's such an iconic place and a kind of a tourist attraction, it has kind of higher cost food, isn't it?
Yes, yes. I will show you in a moment another restaurant which is definitely much more expensive, also much more fancy, and the food is, well, more fancy as well.
So we're walking
on the right. Look at the church. This is one of the attractions. It's like 17th century. I have background in history, so I like those things really. And it was very, very attractive for us when we came. Look, there is like a long corridor inside to the altar. Pretty impressive overall.
So do you think, George, that places like Peru, specifically Arequipa, are great spots for history buffs like you?
Yes, and in fact, it was one of the main reasons I chose Peru with my wife. Actually, I made her to choose it. I helped that a lot because Peru, we've always said to Peruvians that we love Peru, and when they ask why, we say, well, Colombia was very beautiful, which is true. We loved Colombia, but Colombia doesn't have the Incas, and Colombia doesn't have the Peruvian food.
That is true. The food here is definitely one of the things that draws people in so much. We're now getting to what's called the Arches, right? This is called the Arches?
Right, or overall the Mirador.
Yeah.
Or a viewpoint, if you like.
The viewpoint, the Yanaguara viewpoint. Let's go.
Then you're going to have a really nice view.
Why don't you show us the viewpoint?
Volcano.
Why don't you show us the viewpoint?
Okay, let's step up because the viewpoint is about the view. We will have that in here.
So what do you see in the distance here?
That is El Misti,
right?
One of the 3 volcanoes surrounding Arequipa.
Yep.
And
there's a volcanic chain over there as well, right? But I'm not sure what the names of those are.
Correct. It's that is Chachani.
Chachani is back there.
Right there, we see the top of it.
Yeah.
Here is Misti, and finally there we got Pichu Pichu.
Ah, Pichu Pichu. Okay.
And those are the 3 volcanoes. The symbol of the city, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
People that don't know Arequipa might have the question of, well, the weather looks really good right now in Arequipa. Is it always like this in Arequipa, or just how is the weather here?
Well, yes, I didn't experience the worst part, which is technically summer. So that's like December, January, February, where it can rain and quite well. But other than that, the rest of the year is basically very dry, warm, not hot. And the weather is very, very stable.
What is the weather today?
Today we have, that's like every day.
Which is maybe in Fahrenheit mid-70s, high 70s?
Yeah, mid-70s, not high 70s.
Yeah,
even.
mid-70s.
Around mid-70s, sunny, dry, so you don't feel the temperature.
Yeah.
You can walk all day, you are not even sweaty.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then
fantastic for us at least.
At night, it's like maybe in the mid-50s, low 50s?
Yeah, especially in the morning, it gets really chilly. But we are still talking like mid-50s indeed, and so it's tolerable.
Yeah.
Tolerable, and we found it actually very, very attractive.
I like how you call it tolerable. It's very much an American style. Like, I think it's perfect weather. For me, it's 10% humidity, 52 in the morning where it's nice, a perfect weather for sleeping, and then in the daytime, not too hot and not too sweaty and humid. Well, it's not humid at all. It's like the driest city I've ever been in. So tell us about this place that we have right here.
Yeah, that is the fancy restaurant I mentioned. We visited it once over here. It's the restaurant from Uruguay. This Uruguayan style, rather, I should say. So it's basically Uruguayan. I learned is very much like Argentinian. It's about meat. So it's like a, say, steakhouse in the US. Although they offer quite a wide selection of fancy wines with it.
And what does it cost for you and Ivan to go over there?
We were there only once. It's actually pretty pricey our today's standards. We are retired, but that still was, let's say, let me count it. We are talking probably $80 for two.
Oh, for a steakhouse in Yanaguara?
Pasta. She had pasta, so it was cheaper. I had a steak, and then we had a couple drinks, and then some entrance. Some entry food. I mean.
So when we're talking about a steakhouse, Uruguayan specialty steakhouse, you're talking about $80, which you mentioned when we chatted before that in the US you were spending about $200 or more around that. What's going on over here?
Reside here, and then there's a picturesque street and two restaurants in the middle of it.
Yeah, Yanaguara seems to have a lot of picturesque type of areas, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a favorite spot for many Peruvians to take photos. Like they have quinceañera, which is a celebration of when a girl turns 15.
And she comes to take pictures here?
Oh, yes, or when they get married or whatever. This is actually our favorite restaurant.
Go ahead, bring us to your favorite restaurant is Los Cántaros?
No. Tío Darío.
Tío Darío.
It's actually owned by a Frenchman, so it's not only excellent Peruvian food, but it has some visible French touch to it. So we really like it. Still affordable, not as affordable as the first one I showed you.
The Uruguayan place is a bit cheaper?
Oh no, it's more expensive. This is in the middle.
Oh, so this one is cheaper than the Uruguayan steakhouse. Okay, what would you spend for your favorite restaurant here in Yanaguara and Tío Darío?
Tío Darío, we are talking probably $50 for two.
Yeah, for a good appetizer and entree type of thing.
Yeah.
Here at Tío Darío, I've actually
60 with the drink, maybe 60, 65.
60 with the pisco sour or something.
Fancy, yeah.
You're more into the you said the bourbons, right?
Yes, oh yeah.
So you come to here to get a nice Arequipan meal.
This is
Peruvian Arequipa style. Okay, great. So around $50. Take a look inside. The Picanteria. Buenas tardes. So this is the place, Mr. George's favorite restaurant here.
One of them.
One of his favorites. Nice looking place, isn't it? This is quite a picturesque little walking area. I didn't even realize that the Tío Darío, I've been suggested to go there also, but I didn't realize it was located in this little alley. It's like, you can't really come here by motorcycle, so that threw me off. What other places here around the plaza have you come to before? Show us maybe one or two other places.
That restaurant I plan to go, but somehow I hesitate because it has only 3.0 in reviews, which we always write, which we always, write as well, but we always read. So 3.0 is not appealing to me.
Yeah, right. Here is the municipal.
Say City Hall.
City Hall,
language.
yeah. City Hall, right.
Very well preserved and in a historic building.
Right. So here we are in the middle of Arequipa days, so we can see a bunch of vendors here, which are not always here, but they're here sometimes.
And there are more of them on the weekend.
There are more on the weekends, huh? Yeah, so I believe Arequipa Day is the 15th on Friday or Thursday of this week. So it's going to slowly continue to build up with more and more people as we get closer to that day.
They sell bread here. Again, I don't use this one, I use another one. They have more tasty bread.
So what do you normally pick up from the bakeries when you go there?
It depends on the day, but usually the typical bread of Arequipa, which is like shaped like a triangle, and it's like little buns. Pretty tasty when fresh.
Get any good burgers here that you can recommend?
There's quite a few places, yes, where you can eat burger, and well, in the center. We walk even more often than here. We walk in the center of the city.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few I could really recommend. And there's a Italian restaurant in the Santa Catalina that is fantastic. Oh my God!
Do you remember the names of any of these places?
Whew, that one I can't recall because, but it's fantastic. It's inside of Santa Catalina. Then there are 3 restaurants across the street there. Tanta and Chicha. Those are owned by a famous chef in Peru, that's Gaston Acurio. And he's a legend here when it comes to food. They have the same kitchen, but Chicha is a little bit more fancy, and they are together right next to each other. A little more affordable is, although still pretty good, it's Tanta. We have one in Chicago, by the way. Yeah, but it's very expensive there. Again, we are talking probably $50 to $60 most for 2. It's a Peruvian food with a touch of a great chef, let's say. So it's decorated beautifully, it's served well, you know, it's fresh, very tasty, very fresh, delicious.
On that corner here, there is queso helado, like cheese ice cream. Have you had that?
No, there is no cheese. The name.
That's what it's called, right?
Right. The name is suggesting that there is cheese inside of it, which frankly discourages many people. But there's actually no cheese at all.
Let's walk to the other side and see if we can find it. I think there's another spot that has cheese ice cream over here.
3 kinds of milk they use for it: condensed milk, regular milk, and powder milk. And they mix it all together with sugar and spices, especially lots of cinnamon in it. And it's actually pretty tasty. Yeah, it's for those who like ice cream. And it tastes pretty natural. No, you really won't feel any chemical additives. It's just natural, quite tasty.
Yeah, but it's not really what you were expecting when you saw cheese ice cream. You thought it would be cheesier and more natural.
Queso stands for cheese, so yeah, it was kind of not particularly appealing when it comes to ice cream. It depends, but
so one of the places that offers it is right here, and we have this charrito.
It's very popular. It's typical.
Very popular here.
For this city.
Queso helado artesanal. I remember when I was here with Natalie, just left, but we always are walking around the downtown, and we saw the queso helado, and we bought it for her, and she was like, oh well, doesn't taste too cheesy. It was pretty like icy.
No, right.
Too icy. And she's like, yeah, that's too much ice. Which
more like vanilla ice cream with cinnamon.
I mean, it's ice
with lots of cinnamon.
Yeah, right. Have you been to Alquimista Cafe before?
Well, this is the place that is being opened for the last 3 months, and I keep coming and telling them that I probably won't live that long. And I really want to taste their coffee and trying to encourage them to open it sooner, but I'm still waiting. I don't know.
3 months of anxiety is just eating us up, isn't it?
Yeah, every time I come, they tell me something like, oh, it's going to be next week, and then I don't see them coming and there's no progress really.
Yeah, so here's another place right here that has the helado, the ice cream with cheese, another like small local place. And that brings us to the beginning of our walk around the Plaza Yanaguara. This is the one that you eat from quite often, Carmelos.
Carry out.
And do some carry out, yeah. So here we have the beautiful Plaza Yanaguara. One of my favorite plazas in Peru. My top two, definitely here in Arequipa. Alright guys, well if you're interested in checking out the full chat and you haven't seen the chat with George and his wife about moving down to Peru, you can go ahead and check that out here. And thank you so much for showing us one of my favorite plazas.
Thank you.
Thanks for giving us your insight.